Why? Why would you give us this, Australia? It's like you want on your animation to be good. Let's just get on with it. If you were like anyone and if you heard of DreamWorld, TMS Entertainment, and Tama Productions, then you've most likely have heard of Koala Country Show. The theme park actually ran from 1982 to 2002. However, this wasn't always the case. The series ran from 1983 to 2015 or 16. This series tried to be VeggieTales, but wasn't VeggieTales. At least VeggieTales had a different story and actually made sense. It didn't just say, God says you shouldn't do it, so don't do it. They actually give a reason on why they should do it. And the characters just look too similar. Neatly, the animation is quite good, but it's still a ripoff of VeggieTales nonetheless. I mean, even the hosts are similar. You can't unsee it and say, well, it's not a ripoff. Yes, it is. The series is. And speaking of the characters, let's go over them, shall we? Kenny the Koala and Bob the Tomato. Do I really need to say it? Kenny the Koala is just Bob the Tomato, but more of that what if, who if. I'm kidding, that's not that, but Kenny the Koala actually is the host, is basically your average host when it comes to the series. He's just basically your average host for the series. He tells you what's gonna happen, and then he tells you what happens in the end, and gives you the lesson. Any character familiar with that? Think you all know who. Yep, that's right. Plus, both have their usual slapstick, goofy friend or companion, or the one that they're or the student-ish that they're teaching. Darlene and Junior Asparagus might be the easiest and recognizable comparison. Why? Because of the similarities. Darlene is a dingo that is raised by her kangaroo mother. Junior Asparagus is also raised by his parents. Notice the similarities? Yeah. The only difference is that at least Junior Asparagus wasn't kidnapped by a fake goddess and was probably never seen again. That was the same case with Darlene. And mind you, it's also morbid that Darlene is a dingo while her mother is a kangaroo. Now you might be asking, how is that strange when it's basically adoption, right? True, but kangaroos have a sinister side when it comes to this topic, especially when dingoes actually get drowned by kangaroos, and other dog breeds are also drowned by kangaroos. You know that, right? Yeah, you know that, right? Yeah, I know that not all of them do it, but you can't be too careful. I mean, she's basically gonna probably get called child services. But who am I kidding? I mean, child services doesn't even know what to do with this when it's probably just part of nature at this point. And another difference I'd like to make is that there isn't a goddess in Australia, only a dream serpent or something like that. And at least for Where's God When I'm Scared actually made sense. The segment that spoofed it did not. It just didn't. I don't know what you want me to say. What are my overall thoughts on the series itself? Well, it's still a ripoff of Veggie Tales. I mean, it had one chance to redeem itself, but then it didn't. Reasoning? It was just trying to be Veggie Tales, but wasn't. And before you say that I think this way, you're right, I do. But let me ask you this. You really think that Phil Fisher, yes, that Phil Fisher, and Mike Naraki would actually be happy with this ripoff? Something that wasn't their show and was trying to be? No. They just laugh it off and say it's never getting advertised. And when your show tries to stand up and try to be the underdog of that series, you can't compete. You can't compete with this. You can't compete with the first CGI series that predates Toy Story. Yes, that actually happened. And you also can't compete with a Christian series. It's always gonna get advertised, it's always gonna get more or liked, and it's always gonna have that lessons that you can't have. You want to have those lessons, but you can't. Those lessons are not there for you. The reason why Where's God When I'm Scared was a success was because it was the first CGI series to actually make sense. It made perfect sense and it broke people. It probably made them cry. It made them feel like they were enjoying something for the family. This ripoff didn't do much. And plus, I'm not trying to say every Australian animated show is bad. I'm just saying you can't compete with a series that makes sense. You just need to redeem yourself more and actually be good with the animation. The animation is good for this. I could see that Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, anime influence. But when you compete with the big dog, that's where you fall. That's where you just crumble. You can't compete. I know you can't compete. What's the real moral here? Well, the real moral is that have things that make sense and don't compete with other shows from around the world just because they're successful. Be original and be inspired by what you were inspired by. Don't compete with the big dogs just because they're the ones succeeding, they're the ones who have a religious figure that's being advertised.